Brooklyn Independent Television.
Welcome to Brooklyn ARTery, a community art space offering one-of-a-kind, affordable handmade items for the community, by the community. This space is also a place where people can teach and take classes offering expertise in both art making and artisanal crafts.
Brooklyn ARTery is an art space located in Ditmas Park that has all handmade merchandise and classes on how to make and do things by hand. I started Brooklyn ARTery because I wanted to fill a much needed niche in Ditmas Park. There's no place in the neighborhood before we came here to buy jewelry and bags and home decor and house and beauty products. And we always had to leave the neighborhood. And there's also so many creative, artistic people in this neighborhood, and I wanted to give them a chance to be able to sell their work and teach classes in the things that they do.
Susan and I met about a year ago at a neighborhood association meeting when Susan was starting up the craft market. And I'd heard that she was doing it, and I was really curious because it's something that I've had a lot of heart for as well, and I've been feeling that there was a real need for in the community. So when she said she needed to gather signatures, I said, that was the block that I lived on. I would help her go out and do it. And we went walking around one Saturday afternoon talking to all my neighbors. And I think by the time we'd gone up one side of the street and we're halfway down the other, we had decided we had so much in common. There were so many visions that we shared for the community that we decided we were going to partner up and start Brooklyn ARTery together.
So then you take the other needle and you slip it through again from the left side of this first stitch up to the right. You're going to hold them both in your left hand, and you're going to take the piece of string that's still attached to the ball of yarn, and you want to wrap it underneath that first stitch there, and pull it backward through.
I began knitting a few years ago in an effort to try and make something original for my partner that I was dating at the time. And I just wanted to make something instead of buying a Christmas gift that would be a little bit more original. So I actually took a knitting class. I learned from two women in Manhattan how to knit, and that was about 6 years ago now. And I've been knitting consistently, and I've sold products on Etsy.com as well as here at the Brooklyn ARTery. And I basically knit every day.
A series of loops that build on each other.
Oh, that's amazing. How long did it take you overall? Do you know?
I got faster as I got the hang of knitting. This is the first project I made. It took a few false starts, but it's a cowl. It started out as a scarf, but you can see it ended up kind of short to really wrap around a neck, so I just doubled it back on itself and closed it up at the two ends, and now it kind of works like this. And it still needs a little work because the wool is kind of scratchy, but I made it for my fiance.
We offer a real eclectic mix of classes in this place, and the classes basically are taught a lot of the times by artists who sell their work in the store. So for the woman who knits and sells her hats here, there's a knitting class, both intermediate, beginner, and advanced knitting class. We also have a terrarium building class, bookbinding, jewelry making, pickle making, soap making, lip balm making, a lot of do-it-yourself, because that's what we want to do, is get people back to making and doing things by hand.
This is a really, really amazing community. People know each other's names. People say hello to each other when they walk down the street. For us to be here, to be in a very, very diverse group of people, there's people from all walks of life and all nationalities, who all seem to kind of come together here in a really nice way.
It's a great venture. I came in and it's a beautiful shop with lots of handmade items. It's just a great opportunity to be a part of a place that's fairly new and in the neighborhood. And now I'm also a teacher here for the beginning drawing students. This one is an image called Reflection. And this was an illustration that I did for a CD cover. Now it's become a fine art painting and also a card. They are all handmade, mainly watercolor paintings, and they're inspired by environments around me, be it nature or flowers, and also thematic about women or just kind of conceptual elements that are around me.
The thing that is special about Brooklyn ARTery, people walk in here and they say, wow, this doesn't feel like New York. I feel like I'm in Woodstock or in a museum store or upstate in Cold Spring or something. So We create this really homey space where people can come and actually stay and talk and shop and take a class. So it's way more than just a gift shop.
Because we've seen what a real community benefit a business like this serves, is we'd like to offer this up as a blueprint to other communities to help them start something up on their own, or we would do it in partnership with them. So you might see arteries in different places.
Stretchy cowl. Yeah. It's perfect. That's not short. It's beautiful. That's exactly
But I wanted it to be with an infinity scarf, a Mobius, to go around.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at brickartsmedia.org/BIT.